First pitch coming up. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one down. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Daniel Schneemann getting ready to hit. In the air, right field. Lucas gets under it, and there's one down.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Coming home. He'll score, and they tie it. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Good 2-strike hitting right there.
At the plate, Daniel Schneemann. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 1-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Got it. And now here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Nope. 2 down, nobody on. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game. One out, runner at second. Here's Josh Young. Left field. Base hit. In comes the run from second. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Huge. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Two on, 2 outs. Swung on, belted. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's a ball.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
2-2. Towards first. It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Fastball. Low outside. Sinker. Low outside.
The 0-1.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each hitter. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos.
4-seam fastball. High middle. Slider. Middle inside.
0-2 now.
Inside ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the top of the 7th. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. In the air, right field. Tucker under it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Foul ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Now the 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Ball 1.
And there's a ball.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Outside.
Now 1 missed.
Slider. Middle inside.
In the air, left side. 1 down.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
And that is out of play.
Middle outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Four-seam
The Mets
fastball.
down by
High
4
outside.
here in the top half of inning number 7. This one popped up. And it's just
Four-seam
foul.
fastball. Low outside.
Ball.
Slider. Low inside.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Freeman takes it himself, and 2 away to start
Four-seam
the 7th.
fastball. High
2
outside.
outs, base is empty. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Hey.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 0-1. Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second. Next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Oh. To third. Fair ball. The throw is wild and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. So runner at second, 2 down. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through him for the 2 outs. Runner at first. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. On the ground to the left. Witt there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. First and second, no outs. Shea Langoliers, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. The 1-0. In the air, right field. Marte has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. And it comes in. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Swinging a ground ball. And foul ball. Wilson on at first, nobody out. In the air to left center. Collins should have this one. And there's one away. Digging in, Shea Langoliers. Fly to left his first time.
That's the ball. Hey, ha!
Man at first, one away. And there are two down. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground. Sends it to Perez, and that is the third. Man at first. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Foul ball there. Wilson gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. One down. Next to hit, Shea Langoliers. Flied to right his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, out towards left center. And the inning is over. All loaded up. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Bases loaded, two down. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Grounds one to short. Out to escape a bases loaded. Runner in scoring position. No. Now it's the DH, Shea Langoliers.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a man down by the river. Now at the plate, Shea Langoliers.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat. He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one.
Oh, that's that slurp right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Backed off the plate that time.
Ball. That's outside.
Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That is the inning. So two down, and next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. He's already homered in this game. This one in the air, center field. Thomas moving under this one, and that is that. So two down. Now the number two hitter, Shea Langoliers. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that ends the inning. And here is Shea Langoliers. Late swing, fouled off.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on. Bottom of the inning. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. Fastball right back to the mound. Fires over to first.
Here, what?
And it's second. A dive. Nice stop. Over to first. And they get the out. So digging in, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 3. High fly ball, right field. Marte under it. 2 down. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Into center. Thomas on the move. Long run, tracks it down. 1 pitch and 1. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Here comes the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
Foul tip, and ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers.
You know, these Athletics need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's the ball. Outside.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Marte takes it in for the out. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers.
Hook.
The 0-1. Wilson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1 and 2. What? And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a man down by the river. A two-run shot. So two down. And the batter now, Shea Langoliers.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Out to short. Witt. Tosses to first. And that is that. One down. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. He's already homered here in this one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Out towards right center field. Marte gets under it. Takes it in for the out. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Hard hit, but right at him in left. One pitch and one out.
Man, he's...
On the ground, 2 ball. Oh, the throw is over his head. And the runner is in to score from third. Bad mistake there. To second, but it's thrown away. And now the DH, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit into the outfield. The run scores from second. It's an art.
You don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Outside. That's
the A's trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third, Garcia. They get the force. That ends the inning. One out man at first. Now Shea Langoliers. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. This one in the air, right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Caught in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And now Shea Langoliers. In the dirt, but no advance. That's ball 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Gotta love it.
So 2 down. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Lofton under it. And that's the inning. 1 gone, runner at first. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Bang! Rip towards third. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now Shea Langoliers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That's the ball.
Wilson aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, Witt. There's one. Not in time at first. First and second, one out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Late swing, fouled off. Two on, one out. Gets him to chase after that one.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a fan down by the river. So two down. And next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
All over.
Bottom of the eighth. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers.
Yeehaw!
On the ground to third. Leadoff man is out here. Now it's the DH, Shea Langoliers.
Ball!
In the dirt. And the 1-0. Fouled off left side. Wilson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. There's one to first. Double. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off down the right side. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas on his way over. And there's two down. Man at first with one gone. Now here is Shea Langoliers. This one in the air, center field. Thomas under it. Out. Number 2. The Athletic. Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit.
Ball, that's in.
Wilson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Inside, almost got him. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
On the ground.
That's a foul.
And that's just foul. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. One down. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit.
something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive.
That's the ball.
Hard hit left side. Sends it to Perez. Now the number 2 hitter, Shea Langoliers. Here's a tapper towards short. Witt to second. Pulls him off the bag.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that time.
And the batter now, Shea Langoliers. Fought off foul.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Here's your 1. And a base hit right there. Lead runner holds up. There for Shea Langoliers. Up next for the A's. Single to right in his first trip. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Yo 1. And that one fouled off. Wilson on at first. Nobody out.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late.
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. Still able to get it there. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Golden opportunity right here. Fouls away the first offering. 2 on, 1 out. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. That ends the inning. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. A's leading by a run. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Collins under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So now here's the DH, Shea Langoliers. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First. Foul ball. Oh, that one rides up and in.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's to third. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. And very nice. Runner at first with 2 away. Stepping in, Shea Langoliers. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Just
No,
missed.
that's out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 of them. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. And the 0-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. And a quick out, number 1. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fouled off. He was late. And now the 0-1.
No, that's out.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 2 down. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. And that is out of play. Man on second, 2 down. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Go ahead run on base. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 1 for 3. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Throw cut off to second. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. In comes the run from second. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. So 2 down. Now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swings through that one for strike 1. And that's outside.
No, that's outside.
And that's ball 2. Just missed.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Now the 0-1. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. That ball has just been voted off the island. And now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And that drops in for a strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Lead runner around second. To third. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Yep.
Shea Langoliers digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That smash towards center. Thomas on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. Hard hit, but right at him in left.
This kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
And a foul ball.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is...
Now here is Shea Langoliers.
Outside. Ball.
Ball to strike. Wilson aboard here at first with nobody out. Into center and a base hit. Thomas whips it in quickly, and it's now first and second to start the inning. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 away. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
First pitch swing.
So now the DH spot, Shea Langoliers. And there's a foul ball. That one kicks away from the catcher. Throw into third, and he's out easily.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the run.
And base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Bellinger goes in the air left field. Thomas should have this one. Brings it in. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. One away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Bellinger goes. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Out towards right center field. Isbell on the move. Can't get there. Hung up in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice will hit next. And a foul ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Man at first, one away. This to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. This one in the air center field. Isbell on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Rice at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Absolutely crushed, and that one is going to land by a fan down by the river. One down. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. On a line out towards center. Mullins under it. And there are 2 down. Man, that's where... Line drive and foul ball. Strike 2.
Ball.
Caught him looking for the... So a man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Got him swinging. Throw. Save. That's just. We go to the 8th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Great velocity. One out man at first. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Line drive, base hit, right field. They get it in quickly. So first and.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Didn't take long.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The throw in. And he'll reach second with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Got it! Nice grab. And at first, Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. Swing and a line drive, base hit into center field. That's his third hit. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. Now here's an easy out with a pair. One down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. That ball has just been floated off the island. He'll touch them all.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
On the ground. Walls throws to first. Man at first, nobody out. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Now second and third and nobody out. All set to start the 9th in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Ball, that's in. That's the ball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a man down by the river. Another homer. His second home run of the game.
was all got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
One on, nobody out, a run in. All Red Sox in this one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
And this started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track. Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. One out man at first. And now the shortstop, Trevor Story. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Step off, throw to first. Contreras back in on a dive. The 1-2. Grounded to third, could be two. Over to Jackson, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. We go to the ninth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. That one ripped left field. Kowser going back. And brings it in off the wall. Swings over the top of that one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one inside. Look out. Ripped to short. Slings to first in time. Two down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. The 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. This one in the air, center field. Taveras on his way over, and that'll do it. All set to start the ninth in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Foul ball. And that is cut on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
They got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In the air to left center. And that is that. We go to the ninth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Takes it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball lifted into near right field. And that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That's inside. Ball.
The 1-0. On the ground. Into the outfield base hit. Now a relay to second. And he's out. Trying for two. Now it's the right field. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the ninth. Cedar Rafaela getting ready to hit.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and hit it in play.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Hee-haw.
The 0-2.
Ball inside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And there's a strike. Got him. Out number 3. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela.
Hey.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1. That one found hard the other way. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. To third, Mayo. Throws to first in time, and Contreras is retired. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field, O'Neill in position, and that's the third out. Back here in Baltimore. We go to the ninth. Cedar Rafaela digs in now.
Ball.
The 1-0. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. That's a laser base hit. Throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. In the air to left center. Cowser on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. All set to start the ninth in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. This one in the air, center field. Taveras settles underneath it. One away. Up the middle, Henderson. In plenty of time to first, two down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Out there to center. Taveras on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We go to the ninth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And one fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on play than what he was anticipating.
All set to start the ninth in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. And a foul ball. Late with the swing there. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson. Now one gone in the ninth.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
That's the ball.
The Bo Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. That ball has just been voted off the island. He sends one out the opposite way. One down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through that.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Stays alive. 0-2 now. Got it. That's out number 2.
No, that missed.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. All Red Sox in this one. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on.
And
No,
that's
that
awfully
that's a
close.
ball.
I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
This one in the air, center field. Tavares settles under it. And that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 9th. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. Swings and misses. 0-2. Base knock, center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Runner takes off, pitches high, throws it away. And it's second. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Pickoff moved to second, and he dives back in safely. The 1-1. This to third. Mayo tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss and a slider. In the air, left field. Cowser takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
That's the ball.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Went back to the fastball, and it was all set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Late on that fastball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Cowser on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some
Ball, that's
authority
high.
instead of a fly out to left.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
Yeehaw.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Next offering down in the dirt. Got him swinging. We go to the ninth. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. 0-1. Gets the bunt down the right side and a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Contreras started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Ball, that's high.
This one in the air, center field. Taveras settles under this one, and that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. Rip, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2 now. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. This one in the air, center field. Taveras drifts towards it, and there's 2 away. Now here is Wilyer Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the ninth. Cedar Rafaela getting ready to hit. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? A solo shot. First offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. High fly ball, right field. That's out number 2. Here's Trevor Story now. Two down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
Late on that fastball.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. He didn't make it. All set to start the 9th in this one. Joe stepping in for Boston. Cedar Rafaela. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Foul ball. 0-1. Late that time, it's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2.
Low ball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Hung up in a rundown now. The relay throw, and he can't get back to first in time. We go to the 9th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Set down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Out towards right center field. O'Neill on the move to the gap. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Joe stepping in for Boston. Cedar Rafaela.
That's in. Ball.
And the 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss as that one was high. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Tavares on the move. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 away. Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 9th. Cedar Rafaela digs in now. up the middle. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Runner on the move. Pitches
That's
low.
down. That's the ball.
Throw.
No,
Save.
he beat it.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Aiken checks the runner. And he's back safely. And it's second. Runner goes again. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. In the air to left center. Cowser on the move to the alley. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe at the plate. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top of the 9th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taveras under it. And there's 2 away. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Outside. That's the ball. That's up. That's the ball.
Stays alive. Grounds 1 to short. Henderson to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Foul ball there. The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. Got him. 2 gone now. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a miss. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. We go to the 9th. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Well, Cindy here in Baltimore and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Ball.
Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here on the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
On the ground to the left. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. In the air, right field. And that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore, but even so here at the ballpark, some great food.
Fouled off left side. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. O'Neill settles underneath it. And that is that. We go to the ninth. Joe stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Reaching forward, makes the catch. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Out to center, Taveras. Moving back for this one. And that'll do it. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. 0-1 now. Out towards right center field. Jackson under this one. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And first offering is fouled off.
No, ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.